Yo, what is up, internet people? Welcome. I see you guys. Bitcoin and crypto set for a massive rally. This is according to legendary billionaire investor, one of our favorites here at the channel, Paul Tudor Jones. I know what you're thinking. This guy probably thinks he's better than me because he's got two doors and I only have one. Life's just like that sometimes. We can't all be multi-doors. Anyway, can't help myself. I have to make a joke every time. Guys, we got a lot to talk about today. We got Bitcoin news. We got Ethereum news. We got all kinds of BSC ecosystem news and other stuff. Solana's still a thing. We're going to talk about that too. A lot of stuff to discuss. Let's get it. So, first and foremost, BDB saying last time Paul Tudor Jones is bullish on CNBC, Bitcoin tripled in a calendar year. Paul saying Bitcoin is one of the biggest winners in this market. It's very, very appealing. Paul Tudor Jones is out there shilling Bitcoin again, guys. It's a good time. And he's got a pretty good history of it. This is Jason Choi. He said, for the uninitiated, all of Paul Tudor Jones's public crypto calls have been pretty uncanny. October 2024, before the Q4 bull, October 2022, before the 2023 run, June 2021, near market lows, October 2020, Bitcoin 6X run, May 2020, 2 months after the market lows. Paul remains largely undefeated. Cool, man. He's still out there, man. He's shilling it. Let's go. Walter Bloomberg, Paul Tudor Jones sees mass rally before bull market peaks. Told CNBC that stocks could surge sharply before a blow-off top, comparing today's setup to 1999's tech bubble. He cited an unprecedented mix of 6% U.S. deficit Fed easing cycle. Unlike 1990 surplus and rate hikes, Jones warned that while the next year could bring big gains, the eventual market peak could be sudden and steep. Yes. Agreed. I think we still have... Look, I think 4-year cycles will probably be proven wrong. I'm open to the theory. Don't get me wrong. We'll watch charts. We'll play it by level as we go through it, right? Everything seems to point to the fact that the market peaks somewhere in 2026. If things keep moving in the right direction, maybe even 2027, which would be the average length of a bull market, by the way. But he is very, very correct about one critical thing. When the peak comes, it'll be sudden and it'll go down real fast. By the way, AMF and others, save those questions till the second half of the stream. We'll be answering all of your questions then, okay? But feel free to throw stuff in there through the chat throughout, but we'll be answering all the questions then, or as many as we can anyway. Nick Gurley, is anyone concerned that the U.S. economy and consumer spending is now almost entirely reliant on the second largest stock market bubble on record? Long-term average Shiller PE ratio is 17.8. Today we're at 39.8. The only time stock market valuations were richer was in 1999. We're going bigger than 1999. This will be the biggest, most disgusting bubble we've ever seen, and the pop of it will be shocking beyond belief. And the pop of the market bubble will coincide with the mass AI unemployment crisis brought on by basically a complete nullifying of the vast majority of white-collar workers, and even blue-collar workers are going to be under threat from humanoid robotics. It's going to be absolute Armageddon out there. It's going to be utter mayhem. And if you don't save yourself, if you don't take seriously what's going on right now in front of you, this is one of the best places to make money, the crypto market, the stock market. Make the money, cash it out, build your fortress of solitude somewhere, okay? Get the rental properties, put money somewhere safe. When shit goes down, it's probably going to be pretty bad. Maybe I'm overly doomerist on the end of this bubble. But yeah. Morlack, I saw, man. BNB is absolutely pumping, man. Congrats, brother. We're going to be covering that chart here in a few minutes, so stick with us. Gold, officially over $4,000 an ounce for the first time in history. Congratulations to the gold bulls. In this moment, Peter Schiff is euphoric. Fantastic. Oh, boy. What a year for gold. Absolutely crazy stuff. And look at this. Bitcoin ETF flows. My. Over $1 billion in inflows, man. It's crazy shit. Look at that. Meanwhile, while we had almost $1.2 billion in ETF inflows yesterday, think about this. Google search trends are 50% lower than during the 2021 bull run. Now, part of this is probably due to the reality everyone's just fucking using ChatGPT and Grok and stuff to look up stuff. And who the hell is using Google to search for things anymore? Or at least even Google gives AI search results at the top now anyway. But hey, regardless. Is gold and crypto price correlated in any pattern? Gold and Bitcoin tend to be very interestingly correlated in the fact that Bitcoin pumps usually follow behind gold pumps by some weeks, right? Maybe even some months in some cases. But gold pumping is usually the goose that is good for the gander, let's say, okay? So that's good. Okay, that's good. Lark, do you still hold your broccoli dog? I never got any of the CZ broccoli dog coins. I had TST coin, made like 150x on that. That was fantastic. I never got into the dog coins from CZ back in meme coin mania from whatever back in the day. Anyway, price of Bitcoin, new all-time high yesterday at $126,250. Not bad. This is the weekly MACD weekly chart here, by the way. You can see the weekly MACD in the process of potentially looking for a bullish confirmation. Need a few days here, finish out the week, see how things go. But if we have a decent week this week, could be pretty big. Could be pretty big. Because what happened in previous turnarounds on the weekly MACD, okay? And this is above the zero line, mind you. So back here, May 5th, 25, huge rally from 92,000 up to 125. You can see this one here, October 7th, 24, rally from 62 to $107,000, $108,000, whatever. This one back here, October 23. And these signals don't happen that often. This is something to pay attention to. The weekly charts here, guys, okay? Check this out. October 23, price rallied from 26 to $75,000 approximately. So these are pretty big momentum moves here. So as long as price continues to move in the right direction, we could be in for a big momentum move here on the weekly for Bitcoin, okay? On the daily chart, if we zoom in a little bit, see MACD still trending up very strongly. Red daily candle so far. I mean, look, a pullback to like $120,000 would be totally cool and normal and wouldn't in any way change what's going on. You see the 20-day EMA yellow line right here. That would come in around $120,000 in a few days' time. Be cool and normal if that happens, okay? Don't worry about it. Continuing, prophetic BTC says what a rip that was. Now he's going to be short till the 13th of October. I don't like shorting Bitcoin in general. I certainly don't like shorting Bitcoin in an uptrend. I feel like I'm much better off just waiting for pullback, reset, look for the next long opportunity, go from there. If I see Bitcoin pulling back to $120,000, I'll go long again. Fantastic. Shorting feels like picking up pennies in front of the steamroller, but there's pennies to be picked up, so fuck it. Why not? Publicly traded Bitmine immersion bought 179,000 ETH last week, worth $820 million. Tom Lee, man, he remains undefeated. He's still buying the ETH, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Tom Lee. Tom Lee. Pump my Bitmine bags, baby. Let's go. I own Bitmine Immersion Technologies, other stocks, and a whole shit ton of different cryptocurrencies. If you'd like to see my full portfolio disclosures, as always, right down here in the description on YouTube, pinned comment over on X. Check it out. You'll also find a risk statement there. Investing in crypto is risky. You can literally lose all your money. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Past performance not equate to future performance. Okay. There you go. Anyway, continuing. ETH is very interesting right now. ETH is potentially forming up for a major breakout here. Remember I was saying this is the line to watch, guys. When we get over this orange line, we could see some fireworks as of $4,500. Current price around $4,700. Now, can we push up to previous highs on this? Let's see how we play out over the next few days, but that's going to be the line to beat. My reckoning here, okay, when we get over those previous highs, around $5,000, ETH's probably going to have a pretty big ripping run, to be honest. So we'll be keeping an eye out for that. Obviously, right now the story is BSC, but I don't count ETH and Solana out by any means, even though BNB is definitely taking over a lot of the attention this week. Real quick update on my trades here over on BitUnix. I've got a cheeky little long in here on Pump. Fun. You can see that. Basically looking for a 20-day EMA bounce. We'll talk about that when we get to the charts here for it. Solana trade, obviously open. Pengu trade, currently in some nice profits. Aster trade, currently in some nice profits. Feel like I should probably move the stop loss on some of these bad boys, at least up to the entry points. I moved my stop loss a little bit up on Pengu here from only $500 for market versus Aster. I've moved it up to just above entry, so 623. Pump Fun, I guess, hasn't moved enough yet to do anything with this, but when we get a nice breakout here, we're either going to get stopped out on this or we're going to get a breakout and then move up the profit up. The stop loss order up to break even. If you want to trade with me over on Unix, guys, link is right down below here. Okay. Never been a better time to sign up. Crazy deposit bonuses. You put in $2,000, they're giving you $400 back. Put in $5,000, they're giving you $500 back. $10,000, give you a whopping $700 cash money back in your account. These are like redonkulous bonuses. The trading bonuses are absolutely off the charts, so up to $8,000 plus 3 Ethereum. No KYC, no VPN means available anywhere. So you have to ask yourself the question, will you make the switch to an exchange that is going to give you deep liquidity, the coins you want to trade, the crazy bonuses to sign up, the great trading bonuses, and now we're doing live stream bonuses, $1,000 every day during the live streams. By the way, there will not be a live stream tomorrow. I've got a hernia surgery. It's going to be pretty lame, but back on Thursday, assuming all goes well with more live streams. No live stream tomorrow, but today we got to give away. So let's give away $1,000. We currently have all of these people here on the list. Now, again, we have excluded, we exported the CSV. You can see the logic here. It takes 3 minutes to do. It takes Grok, so we're not doing this on the streams. It obviously takes 3 minutes. But you can see there's what happened. So 2 random winners are chosen, excluding anybody who made deposits under $110. Okay, because I see people trying to game the system here, and I want honest depositors to be the ones winning. So here we go. This guy right here, 888-965-124, deposited $5,000, got $500 back already, and another $500 now. Okay, awesome. Okay, very cool. And the other winner here, get you your bonus $500 as well. Look at this, dude deposited $2,000, so you get your $400 bonus. Congratulations. That was your just initial deposit bonus, plus an extra $500 back from today's bonus. Congratulations. If you are the winner of 833, how many threes is that? 5 threes? 5 threes, 853-161. There you go. That number. Or the other guy, your reward will be in my rewards section within the next 24 hours. All manually, we're literally doing a spreadsheet here on the internet, so the team will put it in there the next day for you. So check there. Congratulations to today's winners. Back on Thursday with more live stream giveaways, giving away another $1,000. Okay, continuing. Holy cow, we got it going. CZ. Now it's I wish I bought ... early season. This guy here, when I know he means Aster, but I just can't prove it. Hilarious. Who dis? This tweet, by the way, sent this coin, I think it was Palu, from like 2 million to 100 million. The power of CZ is crazy. What's the deal with the bonuses? So for Unix, you have to use the link down below. Sign up. If you make a $2,000 first deposit, you'll get $400 bonus. $5,000, $500 bonus, $10,000, $700 bonus. Deposit, make a trade, claim your bonus. The other bonuses, the live stream giveaway stuff, that's just anybody who's signed up using my link for the whole month will be in the winning to win $500 during the stream. There you go. Okay. I love BNB, but I still have bags going on Litecoin. Praying for you, man. Praying for you, Cole. We showed that video yesterday. Charlie Lee was like, literally, like, I wish I hadn't even made Litecoin. Should have bought Bitcoin. New all-time highs for Binance coin. This thing has been absolutely ripping. It is Binance season, baby. At some point, just to be clear, congratulations to all the Binance bulls out there. You guys are killing it. That's awesome. I love seeing winning. I love winning. Okay. All the haters out there like, oh, I should have got that coin, man. Oh, that's the wrong mentality, man. Money doesn't like haters, okay? Money doesn't like haters. Money doesn't come to haters of money. And one way to not be a hater is to celebrate other people winning, man. So I know some of you guys have been in BNB when talking about that. Fantastic. I love to see it, okay? This thing's absolutely ripping. It's awesome. Here's the deal, okay? It is absolutely ripping right now based on everything going on basically on Binance Smart Chain. Memes are ripping on Binance. PancakeSwap is ripping. Aster's probably going to rip again pretty soon once the airdrop fears get over. That being said, during the normal course of bull market operations, 20-day EMAs get retested. Okay, so the RSI right now is at 78. Last time we were this high was September 21st. Price went from 1,000 down to $900. It's not like it was a giant dip, mind you. And of course, we did not have Aster or meme season or any other stuff. It was only 15% dip. But at some point, that 20-day EMA will be retested. Okay, how much higher it goes before that? Well, that's a different question. Hey, yes, Lark's Discord channel has alpha you don't usually see elsewhere. Thank you very much. Multiple members of Share Techno Doubts. We've got a great community in there, actually. It's really cool. Link down below if you guys want to check it out. So Binance coin's absolutely ripping, and that's good for the the golden goose is cooking here, and it's good for the gander, essentially. Now it's actually flipped XRP. I think it's now the third biggest coin in all the market, which is fantastic to see. Cake is absolutely on a tear, and we talked about this yesterday when it was like, I don't know, down here like 360 or something like that. You know, I'm so frustrated with myself. It's another one of those situations. I was literally looking at this like last week and it was like 250. I was like, that's going to rip, isn't it? That's going to rip. Didn't take action in time. And of course, here we are 70% later. Now, that being said, I like Cake. I think Cake could be a very interesting play. It's kind of that situation in the market now where you just got to top blast stuff. I don't like top and blasting stuff. This thing's gone up absolutely monstrously in the last 2 days. I mean, it's been a very big rally, up 30% in the last 2 days. So there's that to keep in mind, okay? Just FYI. And I think we're coming up right now to a very, very critical area of price resistance. Like if it's going to find friction anywhere and get any kind of rejection anywhere, it's going to be from $5. But if it goes up here to $5 and comes back to 4, well, you didn't really get much, did you? Anyway. But let's see if we can get a pullback. I think anywhere in the mid to low 3s, probably an interesting spot here for PancakeSwap in the short term. You see the RSI here is getting a bit overblown too. Flavor of the week is definitely Binance season. And I think that don't fade the guys at Binance. Don't fade CZ. These guys command incredible respect and capital across the market. So chances are this will be a little more than just a flash in the pan. I feel like CZ's coming back and he's ready to make a mark, let's say. So definitely watch out for everything BSC related at this time, but there will be pullbacks. There always is pullbacks. Question is, how high do we go before a decent pullback comes in? Okay, that's always the question. Now, I think even at the current price, even though it's ripping right now, PancakeSwap is probably ridiculously undervalued. So PancakeSwap here is about a $1.4 billion market cap. Okay, fully diluted valuation is basically the same, which is good. That's what you want to see. Okay, you don't want to see the mass disparity where you have like a $1.3 billion market cap and like a $40 billion, fully diluted valuation. So this is it. This is worth $1.4 billion right now today. Okay. Now, here's the deal. 24-hour volume for decentralized exchanges. PancakeSwap is number one. 3.3 billion, 20% market share. Now look, Uniswap by comparison has got a lot more different iterations of its market. There's Uniswap on BSC, there's Uniswap on Ethereum, Uniswap v4 on Ethereum, blah, 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 blah. All of the different iterations of Uniswap combined maybe add up to the volume PancakeSwap did today. And that's very dispersed across different places, right? So, but sure, maybe it's close, all right? Now, here's why it's interesting, because the FDV of Uniswap is 6 times higher, something like that, than PancakeSwap is right now. I mean, just stop to think about it for a second. And unlike Uniswap, which is a completely, utterly useless governance token that does literally nothing. Literally nothing, unless you want to govern the platform. Are you going to go govern the Uniswap platform? No, you're fucking not. Who the fuck? And besides, team and the VCs control it all anyway. Even if you're going to go in there with your 10 Uni tokens, I'm going to govern the platform. No, you're not. Okay. Unfortunately, Hayden and the Uniswap team, even now, regulations have changed. Like, dude, turn the fucking fee switch on. Share revenue with your token holders who have been holding your token for years. Anyway, if Uniswap is worth $8 billion freaking dollars and was once upon a time worth $42 per token, which is 5x higher, so it had a $40 billion FDV, then PancakeSwap perhaps is worth consideration based on this, because PancakeSwap, unlike Uniswap, actually has a use case for its token. They are doing relatively aggressive buybacks right now for Pancake, because the more volume they do, the more buybacks they do. Okay. We love the buyback meta, right? Don't we? It's good. And it's majorly undervalued compared to Uniswap right now. It's doing more volume than Uniswap. Okay. Is the Solonex exchange, is it legit and real? I have no idea, Lampus. Is this, just give us a little more information in the chat. Is it like one of those places where like you deposit money and they give you like 5% a day or some shit like that? Let us know down below. I've never heard of it. Maybe it's real. Maybe it's not. It's probably bullshit. Anyway, Aster currently continuing its uptrend. This is the hot BNB coin, man. I think there's still fears about the airdrop coming up in a few days, but I don't think Binance is going to let this like be dumped into oblivion personally. Solana, it was so hot last week. Now it's all about BSC, baby. Anyway, Google Blitz. Hi, what's up, man? Sue says it's a scam coin. Let's go. There you go. Trust Sue. She knows. Solana uptrend continues. Any wicks down to the 20-day EMA at 222? Fine. Okay. Lose the 20-day EMA. That's a more problematic situation. We need to see Solana picking up some momentum here. As long as we maintain this uptrend line, fine. It's all good. It's all good, okay? Pump. The trade I showed you guys is actually my second attempt at longing Pump today. First one got stopped out. Anyway, let's see if we can catch this 20-day EMA bounce here. Pump Fun, I still think one of the most undervalued coins in the market, with the potential to do 10x or more price appreciation from here. Is Pump Fun losing its fun? Well, they're still doing $1.5 million a day in revenue buybacks. So that's $500 million a year, which is 25% of the current market cap. I would say no. People are still apparently trying to have fun on Pump Fun. And of course, the team will keep rolling different stuff out. So I still think Pump Fun's an interesting bet. Obviously, there's other things I think are interesting too, like Cake. Like to see a pullback on that. Some reasonable levels. Anyway, continuing. Pump Fun. Here we go. Pengu maintaining above key EMAs. That's what you need to see. We need to see it keep above the 20 and the 50-day EMAs here. Ideally, let's hope that is the case and that we keep above these key EMAs. That'll really confirm a trend breakout here. Okay. XPL. We're going to get to that one in a minute. Okay. Hold on. Hey, what's up? Equipment job last year went full on chain. Yes. Yes. Holy shit. There's so many opportunities in crypto. I was telling my buddies a couple years back, and this was 2 years back. I said, dude, you hate your job. Why don't you just go full time into crypto, man? Airdrop farming, make some content, whatever. Just airdrop farming alone. I bet if you dedicate yourself and go out there and farm airdrops nonstop, you will make more money farming airdrops than you do in your job this year. But it's a risk, isn't it? You never know. It's a scary thing to go from like, I've got this nice, stable, secure job, to like, fuck it, I'm gonna be an airdrop farmer for my professional life. Because the money made in airdrops has been so disgustingly big. It's been unreal. And I missed the Hyperliquid airdrop because I was so jaded with airdrops at that point. But that one alone retired people. It's insane. Anyway, continuing. Danilo shared this one. He said, hard work pays off for W, outperforms Solana, Hype, and Pump over the past 3 months, which is crazy to think about, man. The amount of product releases, partnerships, and upgrades the team is shipping is impressive. W also stands out as one of the few VC coins adapting its tokenomics to the new market environment. That's pretty interesting, actually. The W token has been performing very well. It's currently around 13 cents. Remains to be seen how much value the token is really going to capture. I know they've got a lot of stuff that they're working on behind the scenes with new product launches and stuff like that. That's going to drive more revenue, and the revenue is going to be used to buy back tokens and stuff like that. We'll see. We'll see. So far, the chart looks really solid. Steady uptrend, right? Steady uptrend. Here we go. Let me just get my brush out here. Here we go. First higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low here maybe. Could see that. So far the trend is really good here for W. It needs to maintain that, keep the 20-day EMA in check, and it could be getting ready to gear higher. Now, this is one of the biggest pieces of infrastructure in the crypto space. Now they need to get the revenue buybacks absolutely cooking here. The market cap of this thing is pretty damn low considering the overall potential for the revenue buybacks and stuff like that. Okay, and somebody's asked about XPL. So this is from Lucid, who's the CEO of Plasma. 5th largest chain by stablecoin supply, 3rd largest chain for USDT, 5th largest chain for DeFi TVL, 2nd largest Aave instance, the most blue chip DeFi day one integrations in history with Athena, Aave, Fluid, Euler, etc. Every major exchange integrating native USDT deposits and withdrawals day one, including Binance, largest DeFi CX integration in history with Binance and Aave and Plasma, more than 50 billion USDT transfer volume only behind Ethereum and Tron in the same time frame, 34.5 million total transactions, surpassing 100 transactions per second on a regular basis, 1.3 million unique addresses, not a single point of failure or downtime, one of the largest, most successful public sales in history. They've done a lot. There's been some fun in the timeline, but they have definitely done a lot. Here's the deal. Okay, I think 110 probably becomes really the number to take out here. Dollars probably just a pretty key psychological level, which is very close above. Can this be the coin that absolutely rips and sort of cuts into XRP's market cap? Because I think that's really where the competition is. This is a chain for transferring stable coins, which is the biggest use case in crypto right now. Now, the FDV's kind of biggish, let's say, but it's probably an opportunity here. I don't have a position yet. I could see getting a position, even just to run it from $1 to $2 and just, take that profit, so to speak. But this has definitely been a coin that's got a huge amount of attention and a lot of pessimism down here after following huge optimism up here. Still, a lot of people are massively up from the pre-sale and stuff like that. So see how we go. But steadily maintaining above $1 could be a turning point here for XPL. And I think this level here might be a key one to watch around $110 or so. By the way, guys, sign up to the newsletter. If you're not signed up to the newsletter yet, it's awesome. No, seriously, it's awesome. We're sharing all kinds of insane degen and alpha and stuff like over there. We shared like Punk strategy a couple weeks ago before it went like 10 or 11x. I know it's had a big pullback, but crazy opportunities. I think just in the last 24 hours in the Discord group, by the way, scored a 10x on the Binanceans meme coin as well. So lots happening. Lots happening. Check it out. Link down below. Now, the critical time has come. Red light hat time, obviously. Most important. And hydration time. Voss. It's kind of like that. Aha, there we go. Voss, baby, let's go. Not sponsored. Just an enjoyer of good water. Lark is always late or buys Aptos instead of Sui. Yeah, I did, didn't I? I thought Aptos would be the catch-up trade. Say the B, what are you going to do? Buy XPL. XPL could be an interesting one, man. Freak Vander Velden. I agree. Freak XPL could be an interesting one, man. The thing is, too, you don't have to... You don't have to be in every coin. This is the tricky part that a lot of people fall victim to. Last week, XPL was like the hot coin, right? Now, of course, the price cooled off a little bit. Now, all of a sudden, everyone's pessimistic on it. If you have, say, excluding Bitcoin, 5 to 8 coins, you can probably get pretty good sector exposure and probably catch completely adequate amounts of upside, right? You don't need to go, I wouldn't go all in on any particular one altcoin. That's just crazy talk, man. But, if you have a small little bag of altcoins, you can probably do really, really well. You don't have to have like 50 or 60 of them. Not getting paid to drink Perrier anymore. They never called back, man. They never called back. If only they'd paid, I'd still be drinking Perrier. Stop it. Hey, I got some Perrier here somewhere. Maybe next time. Now you mentioned today, what do you think about Ether? Somebody asked about this the other day. I think that if I remember correctly, the chart was looking pretty hot. But what do they got? They got a digital asset treasury company set up, didn't they? It was this AETHEIR USD. I'm just gonna put it up on the screen here for you guys. OKX. Yeah, nice. Here. So I guess that must have been when the digital treasury company was announced. Must have been. Had a big pullback, 50-day EMA, currently standing at 20-day. You want to see price hold above that line right there. MACD heading towards a bullish crossover. We're not quite there yet. RSI still trading under the control line here. So momentum right now is still more tilted towards the bearish side, even with the 20-day EMA reclaim. So I don't really have an opinion on it. I literally know nothing about it except for the chart that I just looked at. Something AI, but that's about as much as I know. Cole says, I think the big Binance token pumping so hard is a great sign for Litecoin and other altcoins. Bitcoin is getting close to hitting its blow off top of the cycle. Then altcoins really can start moving. Yeah. I think so. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. BNB pumping is good for everybody. Brings more money into the system. People start winning. People are really ready to take more risks on stuff. They hit it big on BSC meme coins, and then they're going to go buy Litecoin or whatever else. And I think, again, Litecoin's got the ETF coming up, which the effect of the Litecoin ETF will bring in liquidity, but it's not going to be as exciting as when it was before. Because before everybody had their deadlines. Now it's kind of, they said, well, withdraw your initial applications at the SEC, which is closed down right now because the government's closed down, or it's on skeleton staff, so they're not doing very much. But the SEC guys, they basically said to all the applicants, Solana, XRP, et cetera, Litecoin, take out your current applications, because basically all you have to do is go through generic token listing, which means they should just go straight in, essentially. We'll see. Maybe when the government opens back up. What's up? Good morning, Kentucky. Awesome. Graduate. Nice to hear from you, man. That's awesome. I went to Kentucky a very, very long time ago when I was a kid with my mom. We did a road trip in the summer. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. Can we look at the Aerodrome chart? Yes. Yes, we can. Why not? I haven't looked at the Aerodrome chart in a few days. Aerodrome, if you are bullish on Cake, for example, or you're bullish on Pump, as an example, Aerodrome is probably one of the places that captures the majority of the value of whatever's happening on base. You can see here, currently, chart is not looking supremely awesome. You can see this was the uptrend going on for quite a while here. Okay, price started closing under the uptrend back on the 23rd of September and under the key EMAs. Now the EMAs are slowly being retaken. Now you have the top of this former support line as potential resistance. You can see it acting here and here as resistance. Bulls need to keep the price of Aerodrome above about $1.13. Right now it's above the 20 and 50-day EMAs, and ideally get it back above this orange line here, start a new uptrend. Okay, that's what you want to see short term here for Aerodrome. Great coin to farm if you have the patience to farm. Perrier missed last week's payment. They sure did, man. No more Perrier. Voss water is great. It's the best, man. It's the best. Yes, I spent a year on base creating farm. I think I'm pretty well set for the airdrop. My man, let's go. Would you grow back your mustache if it guaranteed October to happen? Absolutely. Absolutely. I would just, the biggest mustache you could possibly imagine. Oh boy. Why be in crypto if the venture capitalists are controlling it and it's getting away from the original vision of being decentralized, except for Cardano? Well, a lot of coins are decentralized, and decentralization is often looked at by some people as a very black and white issue, but decentralization is really just a shades of gray issue. Nothing is perfectly decentralized, and very few things, let's say, are perfectly centralized. Some coins are more decentralized or centralized than others. That's true, and there's trade-offs to be made within that. Question is, when you think about decentralization, is how much decentralization do you need, and is the blockchain that you want to use meeting your decentralization requirements? It's an interesting question to ask yourself. Now, for the vast majority of users who just want to use DeFi or something like that, the vast majority of chains will be absolutely fine for that. For a billionaire who wants to send $1 billion to his buddy, Bitcoin's the way. For political dissidents who want to put out a message to the world, the Bitcoin blockchain is the way. There's other use cases too, obviously. But the tricky part is, we can say, oh, Cardano doesn't have the VCs and stuff like that. I'm going to try to restrain myself here. True. The VCs have not really invested in Cardano, and I suppose that's looked at as a badge of merit. I see we don't take the VC money over here. True. Do the VCs want to give the money? That's another question. Why is there nothing of relevance built on Cardano right now? Where is Cardano's perp dex? Where is Cardano's Uniswap or PancakeSwap? Where is Cardano's pump fund? Where is Cardano's thriving NFT scene? Where is Cardano's almost anything, right? So when it comes to the visions of decentralization, or VCs controlling things, people mostly come to crypto to make money, not to sit around on ideals of technology. Some people are tech idealists who are probably also early Bitcoiners and got in to make shit tons of money, and then they became tech idealists. It's always easy to talk philosophically about things when you're sitting on $100 million, right? Anyway, look, lots of love for Cardano. I love Charles. I think he's a great cat, man. Very interesting representative for the cryptocurrency industry overall. But VCs have also funded a lot of cool shit. And I know they get hate, and sometimes they really deserve the hate that they get. But also, VCs have been behind some of the biggest things that have happened in crypto. So VCs often get thrown into the same bucket, but some VCs are definitely more advantageous for this space than others. Look at Galaxy Digital or Coinbase Ventures or Pantera, a few others as well. They've backed a lot of really good protocols that came out. Others are much, much more extractive and definitely deserve the criticism. We like that We Are Satoshi artwork at the back. Yes, it's awesome. Love it. Josie.io, JOSIE.io. I'm not sure if she has any of these prints in stock anymore, but yeah. Any thoughts on Filecoin? Let's look at the chart. I really don't have any opinion on Filecoin. Don't know enough about what it does to make an informed commentary on it, let's say. But you know what? Let's have a look here at the chart. Oh, what is going on? Okay, this is the OK. You can see here. This is the OKX chart. It's looking weird. It's all over the place. I don't like that one. Filecoin, Coinbase. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Oi. It's crazy, man. No one gives a shit about Filecoin right now. That's brutal. Let's go. Get out of here. That is savage, man. Fuck. I mean, I guess, hey, maybe there's a huge opportunity there right now if you are a Filecoin bull. Again, I don't know very much about Filecoin. I don't know how the use case of the token is. I know something cloud storage or whatever. I don't know. Doesn't matter. This chart's horrific. Filecoin right now is at the same low prices. And this is shocking, man. Fuck me. Really. The 2018 market lows, the price was $2.36 at the bottom of the 2018 bear market. Oh my God. Oh my God. Here we go. 2022 bear market, $2.48. Current price, $2.39. Oh my God. Maybe it is bottomed out and there's a massive opportunity and this thing is going to go from $2 to $200. Maybe. I'm not buying that shit. Holy fuck, guys. That's crazy. Oh my God. That's a wild chart. No strength at all. Everything's pumping on everything. Well, a lot of stuff is pumping in the market right now. Look at some of the good charts we looked at today. Like the wormhole chart looks good. The cake chart looks good, right? Look at this thing. Oh my God. If you've held this thing, let's say you bought it in the 2018 bear market, you've literally made nothing in fucking 8 years, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, guys. Thanks for that. That was fascinating. Wow. Anyway, if I had money, I'd leave it. Sometimes you just got to walk away. What projects actually? There's a lot of shit going through mass adoption right now. Solana blockchains ready for the big games. Base blockchains ready for the big games. A lot of others too. Some of the blockchains are very technically robust now. Sui Aptos say like that. They're very robust blockchains. Whether they get the users on board or not, that's a different question. In terms of apps, I mean, Pump Funds killing it. Poly Market is going absolutely bonkers, man. So that's huge win for the crypto market overall. Stable coins are literally getting mass adopted right in front of our eyes. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff happening in crypto and on the very big leagues. So it's happening at this very moment. Development will be continual. They'll continue upgrading protocols, continue getting better tech, continue getting more quantum resistant and all the other kind of stuff. So yeah. Friends, do you hold the dog of Bitcoin? If I were to ever own a Bitcoin-based meme coin, it would be the dog of Bitcoin. I just can't see owning a Bitcoin-based meme coin, though. I'm sure at some point it'll have its moment in the sun, but meme coins are kind of out of favor currently. I'm sure they'll come back into favor massively at some point when the risk cycle moves out that far. I like Pengu. I think that's my favorite meme right now. It's kind of more than a meme. It's got a lot more than that behind it. Top Filecoin with EOS. I don't even... EOS, man, the Block One team, the best ever to do it. They raised $4 billion for EOS. Developed a blockchain, which is not wildly hard to do. Deliver an absolute dog shit of a blockchain. Fuck. I'm sure it's got better over the years, but using EOS in 2018, 2019, I mean, geez, Louise, you're better off throwing your money out the window and hoping the sun blows back in. Okay? Realistically, you're probably going to throw your money out the window and that dog's going to come and take a shit in your window. And that's EOS. That was the EOS experience, man. It was so stupid of a block. It was the stupidest blockchain you could possibly imagine. Block One got $4 billion. And you know what they did? They gave it to the community, baby. And they took that $4 billion. Those motherfuckers bought Bitcoin with it. Of course they fucking did. And then what? They launched an exchange called Bullish, had an IPO for it, and got it billions more dollars. Just boom. Best in the game to do it, Block One. What a bunch of motherfuckers. Anyway. Do you think farming is still a viable income source? Yes. Don't quit your job, make it your day job, though. But if you can find the time to make like 5 hours a week, 10 hours a week, man, sit down and just farm, especially like new perp dexes and stuff like that. I mean, there's probably a lot of really hot opportunities out there that can make you some decent cash. Now, you have to understand that, let's say you're farming 20 different things. 16 of those will probably be dog shit. They're not going to do anything for you. They're going to give you pennies back. A couple of them will be incredibly big outsized wins, potentially. No guarantees. That's the tricky part of the airdrop farming. There are no guarantees. Why is Polymarket doing well but Polygon dead? I guess it just doesn't require a lot of Polygon. If Polymarket had made Polygon Matic token the thing you need to use to make bets, then it probably would have driven a lot of adoption to Polygon's token potentially, but Polymarket would have been dead in the water because everyone's betting dollars, not in a random crypto token. And transactions on Polygon are dirt cheap. Polymarket needs to move to base. Calling it now. Or Solana. Polymarket move to Solana. Holy cow. I'm 45 minutes. Okay, one or two more questions, guys. We got to finish up. Benji feels like, I don't know, man. Well-meaning guys. I don't know if that comes back or not. Hard to say. A lot of meme coins are just going to... They're not going to come back, guys. Or maybe they do come back for one last little... And then, there you go. Adam, can you believe there are still hardcore EOS fans? I cannot. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Guys, we're gonna finish there. Just want to say I appreciate your time. You guys are freaking awesome, and I'll see you back on Thursday. Thursday's next live stream. See you then. Peace out until then. Enjoy yourselves. Have a great day, and see you next time. Bye.